that during some scenes they go behind people and all that stuff. You know, we notice these. What's up? What it do? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It is your boy Jimmy Fray, and it's another episode of Jimmy Reacts. Y'all already know this is my reaction channel or reaction segment to the wrestling fray. Anyway, what we're gonna react today? No, we're not reacting to any actual wrestling show. Today we are reacting to a video made by Dhar Mann. For those of you who do not know who Dhar Mann is or what the channel Dhar Mann is, because they got like 3 channels, Dhar Mann is a life lessons channel, and it's a pretty good one. And yes, some of the subjects can be over the top, some of the results can be over the top, but it still goes for some feel good. You see, some of y'all know who Dhar Mann is, so you know what that is. Anyway, Dhar Mann recently did a video. As far as the title of the video, I am not feeling the title at all. This is the title right here. The girl is bullied for her muscles. So this is my pointer to Dhar Mann. There is a large wrestling fan base out there, and a lot of them watch his video. So he really could have said a girl is bullied for being a wrestler, or girl's family don't want her to be a wrestler, or something like that. Nothing about her muscles was in the video at all. So of course I'm able to react to this, is with this being a wrestling fray. This is a wrestling based skit by Dhar Mann. Now, here's one thing. Dhar Mann skits, the actors are decent, but check this out. Now, those look like some real bumps being taken in the ring. Now, here's the downside to Dhar Mann's videos. Dhar Mann doesn't credit the actors on the videos themselves in order to know the actors' names. Like, you gotta go on like IMDb, or unless they have a page or something. Now, I've been watching Dhar Mann regularly for a few years. I've never seen that actress, so I was trying to look up, like, is this girl an indie wrestler or something? Like, I could not find any of that information, because I was trying to at least see, like, she takes bumps very well. Now, I'll get to that a little later. Another tidbit I want to show y'all that I thought was very funny. So, did you notice how quick they flashed WWE? Because I guess they didn't want to get flagged, just like I flashed some Dhar Mann videos, so I don't want to get flagged. Seriously, I ain't trying to get flagged. I know YouTube, and I don't want to do all that. Alright, so now I was excited to do the review. You know, I'm not showing the whole video, I'm just showing bits and pieces, because as outlandish as Dhar Mann's videos can be, as a wrestling fan, I actually appreciated all the elements that he put in this video. He put how life can be in the indies. He put, though I can't tell if it's exaggerated or not, but he put certain family situations that some wrestlers whose family don't want them to wrestle go through. Things of that nature, and how to pick the correct wrestling shows to get exposure, and how some of these promoters there are now. Fortunately, the promoter in this video was actually a good promoter, and even this. I've heard stories of wrestlers wrestling a full show and getting a third of that. So, I don't know if they be getting $250 a match now. With inflation, probably. Like I said earlier in the video, these look like some real bumps. So I was trying to figure out, are these girls real indie wrestlers, or did they do some training and whatnot? And, just to be able to, because these look like some real bumps they're taking. However, a wrestling fan knows cinematic. This is similar to what a cinematic match would be. And with cinematic matches, you can kind of hide some things, and don't think I ain't noticed that during some scenes they go behind people and all that stuff. You notice these things. So it looked like they was taking real bumps, and maybe it was just stunt people. I don't know. It looked flawless from what I saw, but with cinematic, they have more leeway to change things, and it's not in real time like we would see in a regular wrestling match. And we've seen cinematic matches, like for instance Undertaker, AJ Styles. A lot of the Undertaker's flaws were hidden in the cinematic match. I didn't notice them at all. So that was one interesting tidbit there, and something as a wrestling fan that I noticed. But I still appreciate how well everything looked in the video itself. And then this. Got the 3 count and no bell. Yes, I'm nitpicking. I'm a wrestling fan. Damn it, that's what I do. And look what we got in the last minute in the video.
Oh mon Dieu, Chelsea Green. Salut, Wildcard. J'ai vu chacun de tes matchs depuis que je suis toute petite.
Yes, it said that this video was featuring her, though we didn't get her till the very last part of the video. But even so, we were graced with the presence of her, Chelsea Green. Yes, so Chelsea Green was at the end, and yes, so it was already great. I like Chelsea Green. She's awesome. And there's one thing as a wrestling fan, and it kind of bothered me, but that's just me being a wrestling fan. This right here.
That local card is going to have reps from NXT, AEW, and WWE.
So, for those of you who aren't wrestling fans, NXT and WWE are technically the same company. I doubt they would have separate scouts. They might. But NXT is a developmental brand to the rest of the WWE shows, so you would definitely get one scout. Now, see, he would have been better off by saying the third company be TNA or New Japan or something of that nature, but the fact that he said NXT, WWE, AEW, see, with WWE and AEW being the top wrestling promotions in North America, if not the world. Of course, anybody, even if they're not a wrestling fan, they'll know those two companies. Not everybody, but that like I said, that bothered me because you said NXT is this, if it was a separate company, as if they would have separate scouts, and I don't think they would, unless Shawn Michaels does his own thing and WWE do their own thing. But even so, scouts will more than likely start at NXT. You got a few exceptions like Jade Cargill and whatnot, but yeah. So yes, overall, I did enjoy this video. Shout out to Dhar Mann. This was definitely, to me, one of my favorite videos of Dhar Mann because he told the story. And yes, I know he kind of did a video based on the Von Erich at one time, but that had nothing to do with wrestling at all. He actually focused on wrestling, indie wrestling at that, with a small ring, dark crowd. And you know that crowd, that whole dark room in the crowd, that reminded me of NXT during the COVID era when they just had the people in the outside. I think they did that in the main shows too before the Thunder, what was that thing called? Thunderdome. I can't remember what it's called. I'm just glad we got real people in the stands again. All right, but that's my reaction to that whole thing. Sorry I couldn't play the whole video because I don't want a copyright strike by Dhar Mann. So, but it is what it is. Dar, that's what's up. The rest of y'all, thanks for joining the fray. Jimmy out.
Mickey Mouse.